Welcome, respected friends, sadhakas. Congratulations for the beautiful heart and mind of yours, which is ready to listen to the beautiful Shastras every day. Congratulations. Only suggestion is wherever you want to go, go. But don't give up this beautiful regular habit of listening to the Tattva Shastras, the Moksha Shastras, the Upanishads, the Gitas, such great texts as we are studying here, Sri Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamayana, and try to understand the importance of these 12 Vyaktitwas of Lokasevaka, Dharmastapaka, Viragi, Bhakta, Shishya, Mumukshu, Jignasu, Shrota, Sadhaka, Parishrami, Prerita, Prashanta, Gambira, and also Samskrita, Bhasha, Gnata. Always we have Parabrahma Paramatma to bless us, Ishvara to bless us, Jagannatha to bless us, Sakala Devata Ganas required their help. All Guru Ganas are there ready to help, including Shruti Mata in Shruti Smriti Purana Itihasa Rupa. Let us not forget or neglect for any reason taking their help. Just like we should not forget our Vyaktitva, which we have to blossom or which we have to improve upon. Yoga Vasishtha Maharamayam, Tritiya Utpatthi Prakaranam. For the entire Jagad Utpatti, the Brahmadeva is said to be the Hetu. But what about Brahmadeva himself? Is he created or is the expression, manifestation of the Paramatma? That typical way of explaining about the Brahmadeva Sthiti we are seeing in this text, Yoga Vasishtha Maharamayana, in the third Prakarana, second Sarga, Adya Srushti Varnanam. So, through a kahani के रूप में बता रहे थे, hinting at us to understand what is hinted. So, the Mrityu able to consume everyone, but not this Adya Srushti, the Akashaja Vipra. Then he is going to Yamaraj and asking him. Yama said, you are not the killer. Everybody is killed by their own karma. Go and search for the karma of this Akashaja. Take the help of it and finish. Now you saw yesterday into which places the Mrityu went to search for the karma, even little also, of that Akashaja. So he did not find his karma like wherever you search, the Vandhya Putra you cannot find, and you cannot see the Sankalpa Parvata. See the examples given. Now he comes back to Yamaraj. How come there is no karma to him? Now he tells. No, Yamaraj can tell that he has no karma in advance. But Mrityu will not accept, need not accept. He says, if karma is the cause of death, kahin na kahin to honga, I'll go and search. So that Yamaraj doesn't want to take that chance. He said, you go and search. When he searched, nowhere he found. Now he is fit to listen to the answer to the question. What about the karma of this Akashaja? So that shows the Akashaja, the Brahma Deva is Lila Matra expression of Parabrahma Paramatma. Okay? There is no bondage to him, there is no death to him, etc. And in some of the Puranas, where we see one Brahmadeva, coming to Krishna, taking away Gwala Bala, they're all again Paramatma Leela to show whoever possesses that sense of separation from the Narayana, even for a moment, even it be a Brahmadeva, he will fall into the trap of delusion, moha, to teach us those type of beautiful leelas. Correct? Now, what is the answer of Yamaraja to this Mrityu Devata regarding Brahmadeva. A beautiful discussion is there. Let us study that. So, when we exhaust our vasanas, karmas that way and the upasana, we can go to the higher and higher and higher levels. That's the meaning. As the jnanam, karma, so will be our janma. So, exhausting all karmas which are cause of otherwise janma marana. When we get jnanam, do upasana, as said in Mundakadi Upanishad, we can go to Indraloka, we can even go to the Brahmadeva also. So, in that Mundaka Upanishad, in that fifth or sixth mantra, uh, that is what was said that in the, I think, first Mundaka, second Khanda, up to this is the way a human being, Jiva, can do upasana and reach to Brahmadeva. But that also is not permanent, not infinite. Therefore, only the Parabrahma you have to pursue. That is called as the Brahma Vidya or Paravidya or Akshara Vidya. That Akshara Parabrahma is taught after that. 10, 12, 15 times when we listen, then we get into the tune of how it is said and what it is saying. The Shastras. We just started. One round only. Again and again karo, idea aata hai. Now let us do our portion today. Some Mangalam Acharana Shlokas and Sankalpa for 4-5 minutes. Om 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 Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhetamastu ma Vidvishavahai Om Shanti 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 Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Bhakti Yoga Dharma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsha Rishibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyah Om Yairime Gurubhi Purvam Vadavakya प्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्व सच्चास्त्राः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ॐ श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनामवरानने ॐ तस्मै श्रीगुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहं तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्रीगुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नता स्मः पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्दिदीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरपि कलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृतजलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्तब्रह्मभक्तियोगधर्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि वेदव्यास नारदादि ब्रह्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त योगवासिष्ठ महारामायणोक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्षकैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणेतिहाससन्तवाङ्मयोक्त साध्य साधनानुभव सिद्धि तत्रोक्त ऋषिमुनिगुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रहानुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्म से वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां मोक्षमार्गाणां गुरु शिष्य भक्त भगवत परंपरादीनां ज्ञान भक्ति योग वैराग्यादि प्रक्रियाणां पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम अस्मिन् सनातन धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं स सर्वेषां निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिवकृष्णादि समस्त मंदिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यदिव्यक्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालयादीनां भूभागादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरन्तर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापना उपासना यज्ञ याग साधना सेवा तपस्या प्रार्थनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तरशत्रूणां शाश्वतरूपेण समूलनिर्मूलनार्थं भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य शाश्वतरूपेण वैदिकहैन्दवसंस्कृतेः सुसम्प्रतिष्ठा अवाप्त्यर्थं विश्वे मोक्षधर्मपुरुषार्थप्रतिष्ठा द्वारा विश्वसंरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थं अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां सर्वेषां सङ्कल्पितसत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्म भगवद्देवता गुरुशास्त्र सत्सङ्गसाधना सेवा मातापितृदेशधर्म सनातनधर्म भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्मसाफल्यार्थम् अनेकशास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्नमध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री योगवासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्नं तदनन्तरं दशश्लोकी आदिशङ्करकृतग्रन्थस्य अध्ययनसाधना तदनन्तरं संक्षिप्तस्कन्दपुराण आदिशङ्करभाष्यसमेत श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः पारायणं विवेकवैराग्यभक्तिज्ञानादीनां द्वारा अतिशीघ्रगतिना अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्षप्राप्त्यर्थं भारतवर्षविश्वकल्याणसनातनधर्मार्थं करिष्यामहे श्रीरामचन्द्रपरब्रह्मणे नमः श्री योगवासिष्ठमहारामायणशास्त्रं मङ्गलाचरणश्लोकाः ओम यत सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः ज्ञाता ज्ञानं ततः ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शनदृश्यभोः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः स्फुरन्ति सीकराय यस्मादानन्दस्याम्बरेवनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभो यो विभात्यवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः ओम श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः तत्तृतीय उत्पत्ति प्रकरणम् आद्य सृष्टिवर्णनं नाम द्वितीय सर्गः श्री वशिष्ठ उवाच फ्रेंड्स ओके so tatassa mrutyurbabhrama having told by the Yamaraj to search for the karmas cause for the consumption or the death mrityu babhrama traveled tat karma anveshanadrutaha intense desire to find the karma of that akashaja brahmadeva. Where are the places he went? Mandalani means bhumandala chandramandala graha nakshatradi digantaha the end of the all directions saramsi all the sara saritaha means nadis dishaha directions vana forest jangala little deep forest shailan mountains abdi oceans tatani the banks of oceans narayana deepantarani the islands then aranyani the deep dungeon deep forests nagarani big big cities purani even the bigger ones then gramani the villages akila rashtrani every populated places. Then Deshantar Gahanani cha within the country, whatever the Gahana Pradeshas are there, like that of the what do you call gufas in the mountain or any of the suranga on the earth. Everywhere. Kanichit Tani Akashaja Karmani Labdavan Mrityu Udyataha. With all his effort, when he traveled, Kutaschit Kanichit. Nowhere and not even a little Akashaja Karmani, the karma of this Akashaja Vipra, Labdavan Mrityuhu, the Mrityu did not get. Example, Vandhya Putramiva, Prajnaha Sankalpadrimiva Aparaha. Like a Prajna trying to see the Vandhya Putra or Sankalpa Parvata. So you can imagine a Parvata with thousands of trees, mountains, usme peaks, but you don't find it. So to as much unreal as a Vandhyaputra, as much unreal as a Sankalpa Parvata are the karmas of Brahmadeva, the Akashaja. Then what happened? Today we will see that portion. Samapruchat athagatya yamam sarvarthako vidam parayanam hi prabhavaha sandeheshu anujivinam. है ना? Atha agatya, having come back, Samapruchat, he very devotedly asked Yamam to Yamaraj, Sarvartha Kovidam, who is the knower of everything. Okay. Yamaraj, through Upasana, has come to Yamapada. But while doing in that pada, he has consulted his gurus. He realized the self and he knows everything. Then Subhashita here. Parayanam hi prabhavaha sandeheshu anujivinam. Anujivinam prabhavaha parayanam sandeheshu. Anujivi, the followers, the servants. And to them, sandeheshu, whenever any type of doubts comes, for that anujivi, when they get sandeha doubt, Prabhavaha Parayanam, the Prabhus, the Lords are the ones to whom one has to surrender. So, therefore, it indicates that in all of our lives, we should have somebody as Prabhu, and we must be the Anujivi to that Prabhu and do only what he says. And in doing so, whenever Sandeha comes, he is the Parayanam, we must go and ask him. He clarifies, ki this work you are told to do for this purpose, or this has not happened because of this reason, or this can be done in this way. The Prabhu, the Jnanis, will be there to guide us. We have to have. So, you be a leader to lead the world because before that, you yourself become an Anujivi, a follower of someone higher than you. Without being oneself follower, wanting to guide others will be the blind following the blind. The arrogance it will be. है ना? You understood? Anujivinam sandeheshu prabhavaha parayana. Knowing that, Mrityu asked Yamaraj. What did he ask? Mrityu आकाशजस्य कर्माणि क्वस्थितानि वद प्रभो धर्मराजोत संचिन्त्य सुचिरं प्रोक्तवानिदम्. So, hey Prabhu, tasya akashajasya karmani kvastitani. I to searched everywhere, nowhere I found. Where are the karmas of this akashaja vipra? Hey Prabhu, vadha, O Lord, tell me. Then Dharmaraja, means Yamadharmaraja, he follows the dharma. That Dharmaraja, he suchiram samchintya. He just took some time to contemplate. Whether should I reveal this knowledge or not? Does this mrityu deserves it or not? Is it required to be told or not? Then idam proktavan. So this sublime knowledge about the expression called the karma rahita Brahmadeva is starts speaking. You and I, what we have to focus on? There is a state of being called as Brahmadeva, who is free from the karma, is not born out of compulsion of karma. It is Paramatma only through the Rajoguna expressing as Brahmadeva. All devatas are Paramatma's expressions only. Correct? Even every jiva, Paramatma expression. But given the freedom, we go out of track. That is how we become jiva and suffer. And like every child in the world are fully, beautifully taken care of parents. Given freedom, taken freedom, child goes astray with an ashtray in the hand. Every teacher loves, takes care of every student. If the student who, with the given or taken freedom, goes away from the Guru for his own destruction. So to all jivas, expression of Paramatma, misusing the freedom, they get bound. When they rightly use the freedom to come back onto the track of jnana, that essentially I am the self, and upadhi wise I am the servant of that total upadhi. Then he is mukta and is a part of the total leela. Think about it. Now Yamaraja's answer we are starting to listen now. Ha ha ha. Hmm. यम उवाच आकाशजस्य कर्माणि मृत्यो सन्ति न कानिचितो एष आकाशजो विप्रः जातः खात् एव केवलात्. दिस इज व्हाट हे मृत्यो आकाशजस्य कर्माणि न सन्ति कानिचित्. That not even a one karma is there for this akashaja. एष आकाशः विप्रः जातः खात् एव केवलात्. Kha means Akasha. Come. From the pure Akasha, the Kevala Akasha, you can add it as the Chidakasha. From there, he has come into expression. So, refer this to the Upanishad. For Paramatma to express the creation, it is his Leela, it is his Ichha. है ना? सो कामयत बहुश्याम प्रजायेति येति स तपोतप्यता. Taittiriya Upanishad. So too, even in the Aitareya Upanishad also. Nanyat kinchana mishato. Then he just thought, ki, let me create. For the Lord to express creation, it is only he becomes aware of his power and he wants to use it. That's it. He is not bound by the karma. From him came this Brahmadeva. So Brahmadeva is Paramatma Sankalpa, Paramatma only in that Rupa. So first thing, Akasajasya Mrityo Santi na kanichit karmani. Hey Mrityo, no karma for this Akashaja. Second, Esha Akashajaha Vipraha Jataha Khad Eva Kevalat. From Kevala Chidakasha, he is expressed. 2 points. Third, Akashad eva yo jatah savyomai vamalam bhavat sahakarini no santi na karmani asya kanichitu. So Akashad eva yo jatah. So the one who is born from the Akasha, expressed from that Chidakasha, Vyoma eva amaram bhavet. He is that pure Akasha only. Therefore, Sahakarini Karmani, for him to express the karmas, Sahakarini, the helping karmas, which are otherwise for the other Srushti causes, they are not there. Sahakarini Karmani Nasanti Asya Kanichit, not required. So, because he is Chidakasha Rupa only, from that Chidakasha only, he is expressed. So at that time, you can understand the avidya janita moha, moha janita upadhi, tadatmya are not there. Upadhis are there. Upadhis are expression of Maya. But upadhi, tadatmya, individual vyaktitva, taking oneself separate from the Paramatma, then getting bound by his own sankalpas or kamanas. Such in expression is not that uh, Akashaja's expression. He is not like that. Again, I am saying Akashad eva yo jataha. The one who came from that Chidakasha, Vyoma eva avalam bhavet amalam. He is that pure Akashavad only. There are no Sahakarini, no Santi, Sahakarini, no Santi, na karmani asya kanichitu. So no Sahakari karmas are there required for him to express that way. It is only after, you can see even in Aitareya Upanishad also, when after Simanam Vidarya Hetaya Dwara Prapadyata, having broken the Simanam, the cranium, when he entered and found his abode in 3 places, thereafter only fascinated by, identified by it, that he just thought himself to be a Jiva. That is enough, he got bound. Then he went on living like Jiva only with identity with the Upadhis. Even though every Jiva is Jivo Brahma Iva Naparaha. No Jiva is other than Brahman. The Jiva thinks that he is separate entity. That delusion removal is the job of entire Adhyatmika Sadhana, Adhyatmika Jnana given with the Rishis and Shastras. Third one is done. Now fourth one. सम्बन्धः प्राक्तनेनास्य न मनागपि कर्मणा अस्ति वन्द्यासु तस्यैव तथा जाता कृतेरिव. So, so प्राक्तनेन कर्मणा अस्य मनागपि सम्बन्धः नास्ति. So like for you and I Jiva, Purvakrita karma are there. They are the ones which are giving various janmas of shariras, different places, all of that. But he has no praktana karma managapi. This Brahmadeva, this Akashaja, the Purva karmas are never there. Like what again, same example, Vandya Sutasyaiva, then Tata ajata akrutiriva. So the object unborn or the unborn son of a barren woman. In that way are his karmas, they are not there. Therefore you cannot kill naturally. जिनका कर्म है उनके अनुसार वो आयु डिसाइड होता है. When the ayu's last moment is there, you come into picture to execute that work of finishing that jiva, taking him out of that body. Then according to his punya phala, papa karma, take him to sarga naraka. But इनको तो there are no संबंध with पूर्वज कर्म. नेक्स्ट, कारणानाम अभावेन तस्माद् आकाशमेव सः न एतस्य पूर्वकर्म अस्ति नभसीव महाद्रुमः. नभसी on the tree, on the space, महाद्रुमः. Do you see a big tree in a space? है ना, आकाश पुष्प आकाश वृक्ष. You can't imagine a vruksha to be in the akash. Navasiva. In the same way, karananam abhavena. So he had no past karmas as karana. Therefore, he is not born like other individuals. Karananam abhavena. Therefore, tasmad akashameva saha. He is that pure akasha only. That Brahmadeva. Na etasya purva karma asti. He has no purva karma. That is why a specific form is not there. Example, there is no tree in the space. Tasmad akasham eva saha. He is that pure Chidakasha only. He is not the Jiva like you and I, bound by the karmas. Therefore, it is not given a compelled Sthula Shariras, a compelled Sukshma Shariras. Anytime by his choice, he can take Sthula Sharira. He, while operating, he may need Sukshma Sharira, he will be given. But not like you and I. We are given a set of Sthula Sukshma only, not by our choice, and we are slaves to them and bound by them. For him, he is given by the choice and he is not bound by them. And like the jailer, any of the chambers he can go, he can sit in his office. He is also in the same jail. But the inmates there, the criminals, they are given a specific room, not by their choice. And they have to be there only with the given dress or tumbler or plate or bed sheet and day curriculum. He has no freedom. We are like that. But Brahmadeva is not like that. So the Adya Srishti is Brahmadeva. What he is, what is the state of that Brahmadeva hood is being explained. So he is doing, he is a Vipra, he is Sadarmanushtana Para, he is Prajanam Hite Rataha, all of them are there. Yet he is not a bound person to the Upadhis like any Jiva because he has no any karma. Same will be the expression of a Jivan Mukta. Okay? And Jivan Mukta have at least the Sharirika Prarabdha, though it is not anymore in touch with them. वो शरीर को हो रहे, he already realized he is the Paramatma Tattva, he is the Adhisthana of the Upadhis, he is that Nirguna Nirakara Sachidananda Brahma. But he will be there in that Sharira only till it falls. Unless he is a yogi, that we have studied in Yoga Darshanam, that he can manifest other Shariras with his Yoga Shaktis. He can operate simultaneously with 10 Shariras, simultaneously in 10 different places. He can do all that. He can be a tree, plant, a fish, and a bird, an animal, a human being at one time. So many Shariras, he can operate a yogi. They're all yoga siddhis. That's okay. But otherwise, that Jivan Mukta will be in that body only. That is a limitation even for Jivan Mukta. We can't call it limitation. Brahmadeva को वो bondage भी नहीं है. If required, he manifests in Sharira. If not, no. And there are so many of the Maha Yogi sadhakas. They came to Sharira, did sadhana. In one of the Sharira, they got moksha. After that, so many Shariras they got to guide people. Now there are many, many Mahatmas who doesn't even want Sharira. In a Sukshma Rupa, they are accessible to those highly evolved sadhakas, they guide them. Some of them take somebody as medium, through them they guide. A refined, purified equipment they take up as medium with the permission of or with the tuning of permission of that particular jiva. When that jiva also realizes, he matures. I am a sadhaka, through me this Mahatma is functioning in the Kalyana of the world. So world Kalyana is happening through that jiva. By that Mahatma, that jiva also is evolving. Not necessary that that jiva is already mukta. His equipments are fit for that Mahatma to do his work. The work of writing, the work of lectures, the work of guiding, the work of consoling. Like the Paramatma can function, so too the yogis, the Sadgurus, the Jivan Muktas also can function through the great masters. So these are all there in the universe. Brahmadeva is direct Paramatma, the Chidakasha only expressed. There are no karmas. Okay. Karananam abhavena tasmad akashameva saha. He is Chidakasha only. We are also Chidakasha. But we have the Karana of our karmas. Therefore, we are not staying as Chidakasha. We have become Jiva, entered into a set of Sthula Sukshma Karana Sharira. Thoda samajh lo, I know. Even 2% understood, it's a very good beginning. 2%. Slowly, slowly, more will be understood. What? Srishti we see, whole gross cosmos seeable by our eyes or the instruments, only 4%. 96% of the Jagat is unmanifest form only. Manifest and unmanifest. Beyond these two is the supreme reality. Sukshma Jagat we are talking. Like I talked to you. How much of the unmanifest knowledge in me I am talking at this time? Very less. Only Yoga Vaashishtha I am talking, but so many other things. So to when you are talking to your son, how much part of you are talking to him? Only one part as a father. But in you there is a husband also, there is a brother also, there is son, there is an officer, there is a member of a club. All of them are unmanifest at that time. Entire subtle cannot manifest at one go. Not required also. Like in a seed. Whole tree is manifest. But thoda thoda ही express होता है everywhere. Just get an idea. It's all seemingly abstract to begin with, but later on, repeatedly, when we are told by Vasishtha we start accessing that higher, subtler wisdom. We become qualified for it. That's already there. We become qualified. Yoga Vas is a mystical text. Many of our Vedas are mystical only. Purana Itihas are little accessible. The mystical literature the Rishi Munis have not touched and given to human beings. Among the human beings, those who have evolved through sadhana, then they are in the mystical world. They are welcomed there. They will understand it. In this Bhumandala at this moment, there will be at least 100 to 100 the higher world accessing Mahatmas in various parts of the world. All others are only talking like me. Yeah, there are some great evolved souls through whom the Gurus work, who are in contact with the Gurus. They are surrendering to their masters, they get the orders from them. Oh, sab chalta hai. Okay. Na etasya purva karma asti. Clear? There is no purva karma to bind him. Na basiva mahadrumaha. Like in the Akasha, there is no possibility of victory. Right? Next one. Naitadasya vasham chittam abhavat purva karmanam adyatavadanena adyam nakinchit karma sanchitam. Therefore, hmm, Na etad asya avasham chittam. For this Brahmadeva, his chitta is never not in his control, ever in his control. है ना? ना एतद अस्य चित्तम अवशम. चित्त कभी भी उनके वश में नहीं है, ऐसा नहीं है. Like in the case of you and I, our chitta is not in our vasha. Why? Abhavat purva karmanam. He has no purva karmas to force the chitta to express in that particular thought pattern without his control. Like we have chitta. In our chitta, we have plenty of samskaras. Therefore, at what time from our chitta into our surface of mind, which vritti comes of dharma, artha, kama, moksha, dushta or shishta, we don't know. Suddenly we become very good, charitable, noble. In 2 minutes again we are criminal. Because we have so many karma samskaras, vasanas, they find their time to express. Second में हम बदलते हैं. How much बाप रे बाप. Uncontrollable. When the passions will come, we don't know. When the prema will come, we don't know. When karuna will come, we don't know. When the cruelty expresses through us, in our mind, depending on our self controls, dignities, disciplines, we may or may not put them in action. But thoughts, though, we have no control because we have purva karma vasanas. He has none of them. Etasya chittam na avasham means etasya chittam sada vasham. For this Brahmadeva, his chitta is always in his vasha. Therefore, whatever he does sankalpa, he is able to do. Why? Because purva karmanam abhavat. He has no purva karmas as a jiva. Correct? Then adya tavat anena adyam nakinchit karma sanchitam. Therefore, he has neither the sanchita karmas collected of the past, which should define his prastuta prarabdha. A part of the sanchita in the present expresses prarabdha. You know, today morning I got up. After getting up, what I am is not the same what I was yesterday. From the sanchita bag, few of the karmas they express, they decide my today's day. In that day, moment by moment. Isn't it? In that sanchita karma, if I have to get an accident, I get. If I have to get an insult, I get. If I have to get a reward or praise, I get. चल ही रहा है हर एक बंदे का अपना संचित कर्म से प्रारब्ध एक्सप्रेस हो ही जा रहा है इन द प्रेजेंट. So total human life is a prarabdha for those 80, 90 years. The fixed things like the sharira adi and all. Then again within that continuously prarabdhas, and they, some of them get added because of the other karmas consciously we do with the knowledge. So it's all gahana karmano gati. That's why the doing of karma, the phala of karma. Nobody can decide. बंदे कहाँ जन्म लेते हैं, कौन से देश में जाते हैं, है ना? Like some of the Indians landing in some of the what do you call the islands, West India. उनको ऐसा एक देश है करके भी पता नहीं है. So to in India, the many people staying in villages, coming from foreign land, they don't even know that there is some country like India, and in that country there is a place like Andhra or Bihar. उन्हें पता ही नहीं. They come, they learn the languages here, the culture here. Suddenly तो नहीं होता हो. All that. So na etasya avasham chittam abhavat purvakarmanam adya tavat anena adyam na kinchit karma sanchitam. Therefore, he has no sanchita. From that sanchita to express, there is no prarabdha also to him. Therefore, he is not born because of karma. There are no karmas of sanchita for him to get the prarabdha, nor you, the mrityu, can finish him because there are no karmas. That state of being is called Brahmadeva. Like state of living in Jagra Sarna Sushakti is called as Jiva. Identified with the Sthula Sharira Jagrat, Sukshma, Swapna, Karna, the Sushupti. In Jagrat also, Sukshma and Karana Shariras are there, but they are secondary. Stula is the predominant. In the Swapna, Sthula Sharira is not there, Sukshma Karana is there, Sukshma predominant. In Nidra, Sthula Sukshma are not there, only Karana Sharira is expressive. समवन हु इज चक्कर लगा रहा है उसको जीव कहते हैं। जो कहता है मैं सोया था, मुझे सपना आया, अब मैं जागृत में सोच रहा हूं कौन सा सपना देखूं, कब सो जाऊं। नारायण। ही इज ए जीव. So the Brahmadeva has no sanchita, no prarabdha, no mrityu can kill him. He is from Chidakasha, he is also Chidakasha. So he has full freedom. Chitta is in his control, not control, because to control Chitta of you and I as we have karma, he doesn't have. So the Chitta, the Indriyas, all of them are complete slaves to him. And they are called the Adhisthana Devatas. And those Adhisthana Devatas are fully in his control. So our rishis of Upanishads know. That is why they pray to him, O Savita, है ना, सूर्य भगवान. सूर्य भगवान के पिता है यहाँ यमराज. वैसे तो हे सूर्य भगवान, please put all the devatas in control so that my indriyas are not going out. They are only going towards Atma Abhimukha, Atma Prakashanaya Kuryuhu. Eva. Morning Shvetashvatara. Okay, next. एवमाकाशकोशात्मा विशदाकाशरूपिणी स्वकारणे स्थितो नित्यः कारणानि न कानिचितो. So, evam akashakoša atma, the one who is like the akasha, whose atma is akasha rupa, vishad akasha rupini, he is like that chidakasha only. So karane sthitaha, he has manifested with his own choiceful karana. Nityaha, he is always there from the srishti standpoint. From the absolute Brahma standpoint, Brahman alone is there. From srishti standpoint, he is always there. Nityaha, karanani na kanichit. Like the jivas have many karanas, he doesn't have any karana. The forcing karana. So Parabrahma Paramatma, by his own choice, expressing as Brahmadeva. That Brahmadeva actually Nirakara Brahma only. And in his Anubhava also is Nirakara Brahma. But he is expressing, as it is said through his Maya Shaktis, Rajoguna as the creator. At that time, he is not bound by anything. Neither Sanchita nor Prarabdha nor any karma so can kill him. Which can kill him. Okay? Swakarane stitaha nityaha karanani na kanichito. Now all these when we repeatedly listen, then we understand how we are bound, how freedom from bondage is gained through the removal of the karma. So therefore Utpatthi Prakarana name. He said no, if you listen to this story, our entire Utpatthi Prakarana you will understand. Already the knowledge is revealed. Identifying the upadhis, when we do as a karta a karma, that becomes the karma sanchita that decides our janma. All jivas are like that. Is it like that only? No, there is a state of being. For example, Brahmadeva, no purva karma. Therefore, birth is not caused by karma. Therefore, there are no prarabdhas, there is no mrityu, there is no uncontrolled chitta. Chitta is his own control. That Brahma sthiti, Brahma Deva sthiti, not Parabrahma sthiti. Parabrahma is even this expression also will not be there. This Brahmadeva also, right now, conditional expression of the Parabrahma, the Rajoguna of Maya, for the creation. That is called as Vipra. The moment you are talked about someone, he is a conditional expression. The unconditional Brahman is only experiential. He doesn't come under the description of any words because he doesn't fall under any Jati Dravya Guna Kriya Adi. He is only Nirguna Nirakar. Now, Praktanani na santi asya karmani adya karoti no kinchidapyeva me Evameshotra Vijnanakashamatrakaha. So the whole thing what we studied so far is summarizing here. So Praktanani na santi asya karmani. So he has no Praktana karma, the earlier done karmas. One. Second, Adya no karoti. Now also he is not doing any karma by his choice for any phalasat. Therefore Brahmadeva is not bound. by the Srushti of any type of jivas, whether that jivas given the shariras beautiful, healthy, or ugly and with diseases. You know? Like in this Srushti, we see how many people are so healthily, beautifully born, the cute, chubby, chubby babies. And throughout life also they remain healthy. And don't we see how many born with so many handicap, etc. Brahmadeva only is creating. So for the first created, he should be given, rewarded, awarded. In the second one, he should be punished. Because क्यों तुमने ऐसा शरीर बनाया देखो अपाइज. You see sometimes in cell phone and here and there the advertisements come कि वो बेचारा उसका ये खराब है वो खराब है पैसे दो डोनेट करो. Do it sometimes, just to collect the punya. If you are sufficient money you are having, don't worry कि वो पैसे सदविनियोग हो रहा है दुर्विनियोग हो रहा है. लाखों करोड़ों मत दो, but you give one whatever little amount you can with the full faith that really that jiva is redeemed from that suffering. ऐसा करो, पुण्य है वो. आपके तक समाचार पहुंच रहा है मतलब आपका पुण्य करने का एक मौका है. So your goodwill and your charity is noted, counted there. If somebody misuses it, that fellow will be punished. And your charity it will not go waste. And तो मैं तो consider करता हूँ it is better to give money to such fellows than the undeserving children and grandchildren who talk so much against you and fight with you and never listen to you. Isn't it? That funny attachment. Children have to be disciplined and controlled. Others have to be served, not the other way around. That others are strictly taken care, strictly dealt with, and children with attachment. So much pampering, and they're tampered. Neither culture taught, nor tradition taught, nor spirituality, nor discipline. काय का parents है? Like a Pashu only. Pashu also, at least they teach livelihood and some things. We teach only these bhoga ityadi. Wherever it is happening, to them it is. In many families, the parents are strict disciplinarians and they really bring up the children. They are ruthless. We are not addressing them. They are noble. They and their children both are great, lucky. The parents will be also no regrets. Kimahagam sadhana karavam kimagam papa karavamiti. Nor the children will feel anything bad in future. They will definitely set the discipline imposed by parents that we are now today here. Like we say, it's the parents who have put us in that spirituality. See, my mother, always they are there behind. It is their giving that training that we are here. Later on, because the samskaras given by them, seen by a Mahatma and Gurus, and they again bless us. That parents are very noble. But the other ones, I'm just telling, if that ad comes, that type of dana, and that came from the Apaij, and that is created by the Brahmadeva. Does Brahmadeva get the sin for it? That is the topic. It went into 5, 6 levels. He says no, because karmani adya na karot. He is like a judge. Judge is not doing a sin by punishing that criminal even with capital, and he is not rewarding if somebody is acquitting. The whole evidences are there, the IPC is there. That's it. So to a doctor, if some patient dies under his operation, he will not get papa. Nor if somebody is cured, he gets punya. He has studied medicine for this disease. This is the medication. He is the mediator to do the connection between them, because the medicine cannot reach the patient. Patient do not know which medicine. He is only a facilitator, a doctor. Mm. Medicine will not go to patient by itself. Patient doesn't know. So how to join the right medicine is the right patient? This fellow is trained in a college as a doctor. In the same way, Brahma Deva with millions of shariras, Stula Sukshma Karana, creating and giving it to Jivas. Stula shariras mainly, Sukshma enters into that, Karana is already there. in the rupa of samskara of those jivas, vasanas. So it is very clear. Karmanyatya na karoti praktanani nasanti. Kinchidapi, even little also. Evam eshaha atra vijnana akashamatrakaha. Therefore, he is who? Akashamatrakaha, pure consciousness, vijnana, expressing the vijnana as to uh, what shariras have to be made. That's it. In that, he is not a karta. So, he is vijnana akasha rupa. The akasha is chidakasha. The chidakasha is pure mere consciousness. From that consciousness, the vijnana comes. You and I also get vijnana. But our vijnana is vasanamaya. His vijnana is pure vijnana. Because our vijnana is vasanamaya, all our doings are conditioned only, biased only. Like I have to take care of the child. It's a vijnana only. But the actual vijnana is what? I have to take care of all children. But do I do so? No, I don't do it. I do it only to my child. So therefore vijnana but conditioned. ब्रह्मदेव का ऐसा नहीं है कि मेरे बच्चे हैं everybody is बच्चा. Therefore he takes care of all of them. So it is unconditional vijnana his. Ours is conditional. Isn't it? His vijnana is so unconditional that he is the father of all 84 lakhs of jiva rashis. To everyone he only gives the dehas. He takes care of giving devas to all, not only human. A jiva, if it has to get a reptile body, which reptile, which Amazon forest, in which shape, color, he only decides that. He is not conditioned by few. That's the meaning of kinchidapi evam esha atra vijnanakasha matragaha praktanani nasantyasya karmani adya nakaroti kinchidapi. So esha evam atra vijnana akasha matrakaha. Is pure Chidakasha expressing as intelligence. That intelligence decides for which jiva, which type of deha has to be given and where he has to be born for exhausting his own karma. Like, for example, my father or somebody died, my brother. No, where they will be born, whichever is conducive for them to express their vasanas. They can be born in Uganda, they can be born in India, in some other place. North wale south, south wale west, west mein east. If their karmas have the expression possible only on this Bhumandala, that also in Bharata, they will be born. If it is America, they will be born America. Americans, if they deserve, they born in India. The Jivas. Remember that. एक बात याद रख लो जिंदगी भर. It is tough to digest. Right now we are here as what we are. Not necessary and never we can assume what will be our next life. First of all, we are human or not, we don't know. If at all we are human, which religion will be born, which caste will be born, which parent will born, this all depends on karma. You can't decide that way. Your vasanas, your karmas decide it. That's why love all, respect all. You cannot hate a tiger. I may be born as tiger next life. You cannot hate any other religious fellow. In that religion, you can be born. Who knows? We don't hate religion. We don't hate the people who are unnecessarily troubling Hinduism. Anybody, Mahatma's opinion, if it is making those cult of people noble, serving the world, path for the spirituality, why not? उन महात्मा को ऐसा मन में आया और करो गाइड उसमें क्या है we have no problem with the Mahatma and the path shown. But the people who misunderstand him and misguide the world and themselves destroy and destroy others, those bewakufs who doesn't study at all, they become fanatics, guided by the fanatics to pits. Towards them, we have the objection. That's the glory of the matured Hindu. Huh? There may be Guru Nanak Dev, he may be guiding people. What's wrong in it? But people, if they say no, we are ultimate, the others will finish them. अरे महाराज भटक गया बंदा फिर है ना Bhattacharya, Onkar, you have taken Onkar only from Vedas. Without that, your whole Grantha is not there and you are not there. And you want to hate them. Eko Onkar, Satanam, you are talking pure Sanatana Dharma only. Even the other also. One says Abraham. Who is Abraham? Who is Ibrahim? This is all pure Brahma only. See the word, how much it is related. Truth cannot be two. A one who realized he cannot talk the language of division, condition. To that particular place, he spoke something for the people. But later on, people made it a cult, made it a rigid sort of religion. Then anything anybody talks against it, they finish them, they destroy, they talk against. Like in Mandukya Upanishad said, no? Two places it is said. Whatever the guide guides, that's how the follower's mind gets conditioned. That was said in the first Prakarana. In the third Prakarana, again the same thought is said. कि परस्परम विरुद्ध्यन्ते तैरयम न विरुद्ध्यते. These all Dvaitins, they condition themselves and they get conditioned by their own, and because of their own conditioning, they hate others. They themselves make an opinion. Truth is not opinion. Truth cannot be two. Then opinions are not truths. Opinions are many. Opinion means mata, religion. And if all that really leads to Paramatma, then it is right. Instead of reaching to Paramatma, it becomes stagnant, stubborn, and tries to fight with others. Then better to be an Astika then. Isn't it? An Astika, a non-believer, अपना काम कर रहा है, लोगों को help कर रहा है, जी रहा है. He is better than on the name of Astika, the one who becomes spiritual criminals. Spiritual, no, religio. Spirituality में कोई crime नहीं कर सकता. Religion. Spirituality is different, religion is different. Spirit के बारे में बात करते हैं तो spirituality. In every religion, there is spiritual aspect, there is religion aspect. Spiritual aspect is one. Some places very vividly expressed, many places it is not allowed to express. There the religion dominated and they became cause of all destruction. Big subject I am talking. You have to know. So all that came from this Brahmadeva. प्राक्तनानि न सन्त्यस्य कर्माणि अद्य न करोति किंचिदपि एवमेष अत्र विज्ञान आकाशमात्रकः. Is pure Chit Swarupa and expressing as Vijnana, unconditioned Vijnana, purposeful Vijnana. In that Vijnana, in that Brahmadeva is to give which Deha to which Jiva. That's what the topic. And put him in which place, in which condition. Unbiased. Brahmadeva is unbiased. That's what I was telling. Who is born and where? According to his karma, anybody can be born in any country, in any religion, in any of the place, to any parent, with any brother, sister. For example, what we were in the past, do we know? Absolutely different. What will next be, we don't know. This is only temporary. So make use of all situation in selflessly serving outside and loving, and inside realizing yourself. Only for these purposes we come. इसको नहीं बोलते कोई नहीं समझते हैं. Then the mind already there with all its vasanas, it projects the whole deluded ideas of the artha kama or shatruta, sab satyanash. I'll tell you, 10, 15 actors have to play a play. So they are well trained. When they went onto the stage, something happened to them. Each one forgot their roles and dialogues. They started telling whatever they like at that time. How that stage looks like. इधर याद रखो. Like the Pandavas, Kauravas on the stage. So the Kaurav Pandav बीच में वहाँ वाद विवाद होना चाहिए. Instead of that, the Pandavas are fighting within them, and some Pandavas are friendly with Duryodhana. Why? Because the characters are friends. How chaotic will be for the audience? The whole world is chaotic. Everyone forgotten what for they have come. Everybody living their own hallucinatory, imaginary world of whims and fancies. Added to that is the ones who are guiding them or misguiding them. And most of the misguidances are the religious heads who teach the fanaticism. लकीली ऐसा हिंदुइज्म में नहीं है। हिंदुइज्म में भी है, वो दूसरे ओनली वर्शिप विष्णु वैष्णव, डोंट वर्शिप शिव, ओनली वर्शिप शिव नॉट विष्णु, ऐसे मिसगाइड करने वाले हैं इधर। दैट आल्सो मिसगाइडेंस। यू से वर्शिप विष्णु शिव, इवन रामा एंड कृष्णा आल्सो और परमात्मा, और वो हिम्मत नहीं करते क्योंकि यहाँ के भक्त उधर चले गए थे। कंडीशन फेलोस हियर आल्सो, दैट्स द मिसगाइडेंस। Only Advaita gurus can guide correctly. They tell go to every god, but don't stop at any god. Reach your own self, which is the ultimate God. The dareness to tell us to go everywhere and deny everything and reach the ultimate, only an Advaita guru like Adi Shankara can tell us. Baki is they also tell good, not the best. So here Brahmadeva is Vijnana Akasha. Up to this we have come. Now प्राणस्पंदो से कर्म लक्ष्यते च अस्मदादिभिः दृश्यते अस्माभिः एवं तन्नत्तु अस्य अस्ति अत्र कर्म. So whatever the karmas we see him doing in the interest of the world, they are karmas for us to see. From us, because we are involved in karma, we think. But for him, it's not karma. It is the Ishvara Leela expressing through him. There is no individual in him doing a karma out of his choice or out of his compulsion. He is not compelled because he has no vasanas, and he has no choice because he has no desires or purposes. So through him, the samishti works. Therefore, though his limbs are working, action is happening. Like we do the karma and say, I am doer, he is not the doer. हमको लगता है, लेकिन like पूज्य गुरुदेव, हमें लगता है he is doing all this karma. No, karmas are happening through him in the interest of the totality as decided by the Lord, as required at that time, as possible through that equipment. So these are all the subtle things. Now, further about this Brahmadeva, we have more shlokas. Tomorrow we'll study them. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnamivad Om Shant Sri Gurubhyo Namo. कई को ब्रह्मदेव को कोई पूजा वूजा नहीं करते, याद ही नहीं करते. भगवान विष्णु शिव ऑल आर देयर, है ना? Here it is given. And even in Skanda Purana, after Vaishnava Khanda, we will see Brahma Khanda. Maheshwar Khanda हो गया, Vaishnava Khanda चल रहा है, और Brahma Khanda आएगा. So that also expression of the reality only. And all that is, remember, relative. In the absolute, only one Brahman without second. Like in me, the pure consciousness is one without second. At the expression level, there is Jagra, Swapna, Sushupti, and in each Jagra and Swapna Avastha, thousands of varieties of expression. Meaningful, meaningless, purposeful. ओम श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. योगवासमा रामायण शास्त्र की जय. वशिष्ठ वाल्मीकि वेदासाई ब्रह्म विद्याचार्य की जय. सब संतन की जय. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. थैंक यू. Keep listening. Don't worry if everything is not understood. है ना? Even if you worry, but don't be irregular. बस सुनते जाओ, आते जाओ. Come back now to study our Nirvana Manjari or Dasha Shloki.